Call it team building. With adrenaline-pumping activities. Enriched with adventure in Kakamega forest. All this as we stayed at the magnificent Sosa Cottages in Vihiga County, whose founder is a daring returnee, Ambassador Bruce Madete, who has served in over 4 countries as a diplomat.
If you cannot develop your own home area, you cannot develop elsewhere.
Experience his journey and how it has influenced his adventure as an investor. He dared abroad, he dared to return, he dared to invest in the hospitality sector in Gisambai, Hamisi constituency, Vihiga County.
I walked out of the country, starting off in Nigeria in 1998 as acting High Commissioner of Kenya to Nigeria and several other countries including Togo, Benin, Cote d'Ivoire, Ghana, etc. Then I became a full ambassador in 2001 in Italy.
Ambassador Bruce Madete always believed East or West, home is the best.
If you cannot develop your own home area, you cannot develop elsewhere, whether it's East or West, because there's a lot of misconception that when you're out there is when you can do better.
So came Sosa Cottages, but it was not a walk in the park.
I began Sosa Cottages about 27 years ago in 1996. Then it was called Sosa Country Hotel. Now that concept, that Sosa Country Hotel, did not work until I went out and looked at what was happening elsewhere and changed the concept. And therefore, while still out, I now changed the name to Sosa Cottages. Why Sosa Cottages? Because I saw out there that the concept of cottages worked very well. So why not in Kenya?
And guess where the concept was borrowed from?
Basically, it was in Italy. There's a concept called agrotourismo, which is within the EU. Agrotourism means people go out in the villages, tourists go out in the villages and stay in former homes where people fled during the Second World War, but were being rehabilitated with the assistance of the European Union. Now, if it could work in those villages in Italy, if it could work in those villages in France, because I also visited France and most of those facilities in Italy, and we realized actually you can go back to the village and develop it into agritourism. And that's how now this concept was born.
Balozi Madete, who served as chief of protocol under the late President Mwai Kibaki's government, is now not only a stakeholder in Kenya's hospitality sector, but also a mentor, an employer, and a consultant on diplomacy issues with a wide range of networks. Sosa in Maragoli means rest, which rhymes very well with the features here.
If you have a family, if you have children, you come and stay here. And hence the issue, we focused on the family as the basic norm for coming to Sosa Cottages. When you come here with a family, small children, the facilities you get here mostly are based on the family basis. We have 7 cottages which can accommodate 16 people. We have suites, a storied building which has 12 rooms, and then we have the villas which are 10, which can accommodate 20 people. But it depends on what you want. We can tailor-make it for you so that you can have a comfortable stay in Sosa.
Ambassador Madete is encouraging competition.
We need to encourage people in Vihiga to come up with facilities like this so that we can complement each other. Not compete, complement each other. That if you are a delegation, Chamwadan delegation, 50 of you for example, and we don't have accommodation, we can always map them out to a facility within Vihiga.
The imposing, magnificent, exquisite Sosa Cottages sits on 6 acres of land. 2 helicopters can land here, and if you are looking for a place for conferences and team building, look no further.
We have a hall which can accommodate 60 people, another one which can accommodate 80. We have 2 which can accommodate 30 each, and then now we have come up with a facility which can accommodate about 200. Besides now the field where you can pitch a tent and do a conference that can host about 500, 600 people.
And we at Chams Media and Chams Adventures can attest that indeed Sosa Cottages is a cool place. This is where we began our year, literally speaking, over 300 kilometers from our Nairobi headquarters, but the distance was nothing. We even had a chance to bond with prominent Luya musician Harrison Ondunyi, commonly known as Harry Richie.
Vihiga County is rich of talents, footballers, musicians, especially gospel and also secular. Akina Gloria Mliro, they come from Vihiga. Florence Andenyi, they come from Vihiga. Ali Muhuana, they come from Vihiga. Akina Kwatemba, and so many other people. Great musicians come here, including me myself, Harry Richie. I come from Vihiga. So if Vihiga County will invest in promoting and supporting talents, they'll be rich.
And most memorable were field activities as we engaged in some adrenaline-pumping activities. In the real spirit of team building, with lessons learned on life-changing strategies, aiming higher in life, being agile, energetic, purpose-driven, focused, and staying ahead of competition. Then came ziplining. And what is known as skywalk. Indeed, Sosa Cottages is a place with unlimited adventure.
Hamjambo. I would like to say welcome to Vihiga. And Alex, thanks for bringing me these young men and women.
We were also lucky to meet Vihiga County Governor Wilbur Otichilo, who has been very keen on promoting the county's tourism sector.
Makofi, makofi, makofi.
After a tree planting session with the governor, a word or two about the county.
Every year we have cultural festivals. We have been having 4 cultural festivals: Maragoli, Bunyore, Tiriki, and Terik. But from last year we decided we are going to have one major cultural festival for the county.
The county's tourism attractions are part of the wider Western Circuit, which is yet to get the boost it deserves.
Although when visitors come here, there are some individuals who know some touristic places. We normally connect them to those people. But still, officially, we can't quite get the circuit coming in unless the government strongly comes in, so that we have a link, for example, between Nairobi, Masai Mara, Western. There are so many facilities along the lake, for example, which are touristic, but nobody seems to know about them. You know, tourism is not just focused on the flora and fauna. We should also think of, for example, Madete tea factory. There are people who don't know how tea is made. Focus on, for example, Mumias sugar or Western Kenya sugar. To me, those are the kind of things we should be focusing on, including bullfighting.
During our stay at Sosa Cottages, we got an opportunity to visit Kakamega Forest, the only remnant in Kenya of the once great tropical rainforest that stretched across Central Africa. It is home to several species of trees, over 300 bird species, and over 30 species of snakes. This tree is known as Elgon teak. In Luya, it is known as Mutikuyu. It is over 400 years old. It is 31 meters tall. And this is Isuhu Falls on Isuhu River. A trip to Kakamega Forest National Reserve that is managed by the Kenya Wildlife Service would be incomplete without stepping into this river. We had a fantastic hiking that took us to the rocky peak. And this is how we ended our visit to the forest. Back to Sosa Cottages, a parting shot from Ambassador Bruce Madete, a diplomatic, daring returnee.
My request to people who are in the diaspora, come back, invest here in the hospitality industry. Then we can be able to look at it in terms of scaling up the number of people who come into Vihiga, and therefore even pay taxes commensurate with what is supposed to be done, like it's done in other countries.
Unity Homes is a housing developer, and we focus on creating high-grade investment properties. We were founded in 2015 really with the aim of producing high-quality homes at an affordable price. At present, we have 3 projects ongoing within Tartu City. Silver Hill is a passion project. I love that London-style architecture. The ground floor is a dining room, living room, open-plan kitchen. It's got an electric fireplace. The whole thing opens up into your own private garden. We've got a gym, we've got a swimming pool, we've got a sauna, we've got a business centre, but we've also got a private park. I would urge anybody who's watching this, whether you're in the diaspora, whether you're in Kenya, you should get in touch with us. We make sure that these are pleasant places to bring up families.